Hi everyone, Creative Crafts here, it's Kat, and today we are going to do a seating plan chart, Beauty and Beast theme. And how we're going to do this is first you need picture frames. I have these wooden ones. I will stain them with shoe polish. I also have a video here that I've done that once before. If you want to know exactly how I did it, check out that video. If you have Pinterest, Instagram, or a Facebook page, you can follow me on all the ones that are coming up, my links that I'm showing you. And I'll also put the links on the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you enjoyed this video, please comment. And if you have suggestions, also do that too. And if you want to know whenever I post a video out, press that bell on the side of the subscription button and you'll get notifications right away when I post one. So first what I did is I got a piece of printing paper and I looked up a picture online on Google, stained glass rose. I will do the stained glass effect later. Right now I just wanted to do this. And I taped it, as you can see. I taped it on the screen and I got my marker and I traced it. I mean, it doesn't look perfect here, but once I use the window color here, the window colors come with a, I know I opened this before, so. Window colors usually come with fun little things you can print out. This is a Christmas one I bought because I needed the red. And what it comes with is a, this is like a black window color paint, and it's a little thicker than all the rest of them. This is to make the piping of all the areas that you want, so you get that stained glass effect. Piping comes in different colors. It comes in gold, it comes in silver, comes in with black, white. You can buy it in any color if you buy it separately. I bought this kit because it had the major colors that I had and it was on sale. So now here, like you can see, it's all in German here, but you can see how it looks. It really does look great in the window. I mean, if you heard of window colors, this is the best way to do it, to make the stained glass effect for it. What's so good about these picture frames from IKEA, you can buy them in a package of 4, I think, and very cheap. And what I do now is you need to, there's like a plastic on it. So you need to peel one side off first, the side that you're going to put the window color on. So you can see that there's still signs on it. That is because it's on the other side. The next thing you do is you want to make sure that it's, even. This is going to be going in the middle part of the seating chart plan that we have. So, and you take your thing here, see how thin that is? It comes out really well. And then just follow the lines. So we got the rose. Now you want to make the stained glass effect to it. What's so good is you can just go right to the edges if you want. But what I suggest is that you go on the edges. I would not go too much in the edge because remember, you're going to put it in here and you're going to need a little bit of space. So I would suggest just make sure you go it so that when you press it, it does it fine. and just go across. You can make a curl, you can make a circle. And there you go. You have your little stained glass. I keep the paper under it so you can still see where the roses are. You need to let this dry. I suggest that you use shoe polish. I know you're saying, what? But I'll show you. I have some shoe polish here. You can do that any stain color you want. If you can also spray paint it silver if you want. But I like the stained glass effect. So now I'm going to put gloves on because these shoe polish really does stain. It's a dark color, which is more like an antique kind of look that I want. So open up the shoe polish. The sponge came off because I used it too much. And I just, you see? And then what you do is take the shoe polish and just rub it in. You see? It's very fast, very easy, cheap. It doesn't stink. It's non-toxic because the shoe polish my husband uses is usually just natural stuff. I'm using the gloves because this is stains. That's why I'm using it. You can also use some vegetables. You can use red beets if you want to color it. But I just suggest to use the shoe polish. It's one of the good ideas with it. I know, you're probably saying, why didn't I just use two gloves? I do things complicated, that's me. So, hi everyone. Now it's time to do the rest of the window color. I'm going to have, I need a stick like this. Let me get these out of the way so you can see this better. And what I'm going to do is I'm just putting it where the roses. We need the red first. If you've done this before, you know exactly how it is and what you need to do for it. So it's very easy. So what I do is now, it's a little still wet, very slightly wet in other places, but I can still now fill the gaps out. Try not to put too much. I mean, don't put too little either, because it will spread out on its own. If it goes over it, it's okay, because you gotta realize this is it's going to be see-through like glass, so it's going to see the black anyway. Try not to put too much. Make sure you just put it, the colors where it belongs. Doesn't dry too fast, so I'm just gonna pour it in the areas that I need red. So now that I poured it all there, I will use also this for some of the areas for the stained glass. Take your little, you can use a toothpick if you want. I had this stick here hanging around because of the projects I always have. Just go slightly over. If you do this when it's all still too wet, it probably will run. I mean, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea either, because then it will actually look like a real rose if it ran through. But you wanted to have that stained glass look, and this is the only way to do it, is this way. Like I said, don't, when you're moving it around, please make sure you don't pull it around too much. So now I'm going to take the red and stick it in this area, but in areas not close to the rose. And now it's time to do the gluing. I got some of that stuff all over me. So we take our pieces. Like I said, you need to glue them like this. Always together like this. And then, like I told you before, we need the popsicle sticks. A few of them. I just have a bunch here, but I'm not going to use them all. And I suggest now is that you try to glue it right at the ends in the back, not towards the front, because you don't want the glue to come out to the front. Make sure you have it even and let it glue. And then I take the stick, popsicle stick, and I would zigzag. And put it on top of there. what's so good is this is all wood, and it's plastic glass. Well, not plastic glass, it's plastic instead of glass there. So, like I said, I want to put this one up here because that's where the rose is going to be. So I'm going to use this one there. So now we go to the next one, which is going to be down here. And like I said, right at the end in the back. Don't put it towards the front because you do not want the glue coming out here, and it will look catastrophic. But I'm going to have to make sure it's so good when the glue is still kind of hot. You can move things around so it looks a little, at least a little even. But you got to be quick about it because it's cools fast when it's not so much glue on it. So I have some more glue here because I got to put some popsicle sticks here. What you could do if you want it to look really nice, either or, you can take the shoe polish and color the rest on the other side if you want it like that, but no one's not going to really see it. And so I'm going to take one, and I need to break it so I can make sure that's double. You could, if you want, this is where the rose is going to be, and I'm going to put, or the other all the way, I'm going to put Mr. and Mrs. Dela Cruz here. And this is basically what you could do to make it look a little bit. So this is supposed to be something to let the guests know where they need to sit. So maybe it's better just to put it on these ones, not up here. I will get another. I will go to Teddy's and buy some more so I can add another one here, and then I'll have some extra. Now we're going to wait for the next step. How are you going to put this up in the area that you want when people come in? You want it to be sitting up like this. I will take two pieces and cut them in half. You want to have it basically perfect. You don't want to break it because then you have the... So I'm going to put it up. See exactly how high I want it. Basically what I'm going to do is glue this piece. And I would suggest to take the tip and cut it off and glue it like this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some glue, make sure it's really well mixed in. You don't want it too far down or too far up. What you suggest is you can do this maybe and do the same thing for the other side. If you have something heavier, then I suggest that you use some other method. But this is just another, like I said, make sure you have it even, because if it's not even, it's not going to stick. Because we wanted both sides the same, so you need to get another one. So stick that here, let it sit. Let it sit and cool, and let's see what happens. Could do is just add a little bit of more support here. And add something right over that, but right on top of that stick. The other half. Just to make it a little bit more support, because you don't want it to break off or move. So, yeah, it's the same. And just let it sit and cool. I'm just going to let it sit there for a little bit. So we're going to wait for this till this cools. Here's the finished product. Well, not totally finished, but it's stable. It's the popsicle sticks that I made, the back. It seems to be working out pretty well. I mean, you don't want to put nothing too big on it because you want to actually add hooks on the top if you're going to use this as a memorabilia for your wedding. So the best choice is just use something that you know you can take off. That's why I decided to use the popsicle sticks. Most likely you're going to put it on the table and you're going to put it, you know, near some candles or some nice decorations or flowers, and you can use that as an added support. But this is what I did here. You see? It's perfect. And you can't even see them. That's what my thing I wanted to do, is that you don't see them. So, and that is the best choice, that you do it so that you no one will see what's holding it up. You can also add maybe some bushes of leaves and stuff in there. Hi. And then you, like I said, you can put Miss and Mrs. Dela Cruz like I want to. The picture of the rose I did with the window color is going to be here. Then you can make the number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6. And if your list is bigger, you can actually make it bigger. As big as you want, how many as you want. It depends on how many tables you have. If you have 25 tables, then I do suggest, because most tables hold at least 8 to 10 people maybe, I think. So you could say family Hotliff, family Villers, family Morse, all those names, wherever they belong. I mean, some people are married and some people have the same last name. You would say family so-and-so Morse. You know, you can always do and say things like this. So now we're going to wait until that picture of the rose is dried and hard. And once it's all done, I will add it here. And you'll see this at the end of the video. So see you soon. So everyone, you can see what I did here. This is the stained glass rose we made that I showed you how you can make. This is Mr. and Mrs. Dela Cruz. I don't like it with this gold glitter writing on it. But I could always change it if I wanted to. But this is just a video showing you ideas what you could do for a seating chart. This is one way of using picture frames. Like I said, you put the names, whoever you have sit, which table, what number table, make sure your tables all have numbers on it so the people will know. And then you write the names. You can say George and Carol Villers and so on and forth. You can say their exact names. If it's a whole family on one table, just say family so-and-so. No, and they'll know right away which family you're talking about. And it's basically nice. You can put any kind of decorations on it. Like I said, you can use these kind of decorations all across and around it if you want. You can add flowers to it. You know, you can add some flowers, you know, on it if you want. Use your creativity. You can make them bigger if you have a lot of tables. I suggest you use the smaller frames, because the smaller frames you can say, okay, 1, 2, 3. If you use bigger frames, this thing is going to get huge if you have a huge wedding. So I would suggest to do that. Like I showed you what I did. I turn this around and I'll show you. And it holds really good like this. So, and like I said, it looks great. I mean, I love the way it looks. I'm gonna put, no, I don't want to put that too high up because I put some fresh window color here on the corners. So I don't want to put it up too high, but I don't want it too low because I want you to be able to see it. So this is the finished project. Like I said, you can make it bigger. I only made it like this just for an example. But you can, like I said, these picture frames, the wooden ones, are, you can get them in IKEA, very cheap. And like I said during the videos, all the things what you can do, how you can color it, and which way you want to color it. You can do it whatever and ever how you want to do this. I hope you enjoyed the information in this video. If you did, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you in my little family here. And if you want to know, get notifications on my videos that I post, press that little bell, and that bell will tell you exactly whenever I post a video. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you the next time. Bye!